All right, everybody, we are going to do a quick tutorial on Audacity. It is an audio file software that makes it very, very easy to get rid of that pesky background noise. So first thing you need to do is obviously download the program. You can find it on audacityteam.org. They have an option to download it for Macs, Windows, whatever it is that you need. It's free and it's a really, really great program. Once you have that downloaded, the first step we need to take is actually to edit your scene. You always want to do all of your editing first and then fix the audio afterwards, because if you try to do the audio first, then you'll have to start matching it to the changes you're making to the visual part of the scene, and it gets really complicated. So you just want to go into your whatever you're using for editing. I'm using iMovie. I've already clipped this, and this is the clip that I want to use. It's a quick 10 seconds. It has a lot of background noise, as you guys can hear. Yeah, lots of that background noise. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to export this file, and I want to make sure that it is an audio only. Usually when we export regularly, it's video and audio. We're going for audio only, and we are going to export that. I already have it exported, so it's right here. What I'm going to do is open up my Audacity and just drag this right in here. All right. I want to isolate the background noise first. The way the system works is it's almost, if you're on set and they have to get background noise for a second, is that so that they have something to isolate, and then they can tell the program to take that sound, recognize it, and take it out. So that's what we want to do. So we're going to find a moment where there's no talking, there's no moving, it's just the background.
What?
So right here is a nice good chunk where there's no talking. So I'm going to highlight that. You can see where the talking is, and we can see that it's quite noisy in the back. I'll check it to just make sure there's no talking in between. Pretty consistent background noise. Great. Now that I have that highlighted, I'm going to go into Effects, and I'm going to choose Noise Reduction. The first thing I want to do, step one, like it says, I'm going to get the noise profile. This is where the system gets to recognize what it is that we're trying to take out. So you just click this. That's it for step one. Step two is I'm going to say Control A, highlight the entire clip, and now I'm going to take out the noise I just highlighted. So I'm going to go back to Effects, back to Noise Reduction, and this time I'm looking only at step two. This is the actual, normal settings. You don't really need to touch these. Usually these work just fine. So I already have everything set. All I need to do is click OK. And as you see, immediately visually we can see how the noise is not as present. So now I can check it, play it, and see how much better it is.
What? You ain't go. You know what? Cool.
All right, great. Just for reference, I'm going to go back to the way it was before.
What?
See how much louder it is. All right, so I'm going to redo noise reduction. Now, this is so much better than what it was before. There's still a little bit of noise. So if I want to get rid even of this, I'm going to find either the same part or a different part where there's no other talking, and I'm going to highlight that and repeat the steps I took. Effects, noise reduction. I'm going to get the profile, highlight everything, back to Effects, noise reduction. Okay, let's try it this time.
What?
So much quieter. Pretty much you can rinse and repeat this until it's completely silent.
Nah, it's cool.
But this is pretty good. This wouldn't distract anybody. If you're really a perfectionist, we can take it just one last time. Sometimes it's helpful to try different spots so that you can make sure that you're getting all the different profiles of the sound. And
what?
By now.
You ain't go. You know what? Cool.
As you see, it's really nice because it's only isolating the background noise. That gets really quiet, but the sound of your vocals, your talking, is still really nice and clear and crisp. Obviously, the tricky part is to find a moment where there isn't talking. So if you are in a noisy environment, you might want to take a beat before you start your scene to just get background noise without anybody talking and then start your scene, so it's part of your clip and you can use that to take out the sound, or at the end, the beginning or at the end, especially if it's something where the character talks a lot and there aren't a lot of pauses. Once you are done, you go to File, you export as WAV. That's how I do it. I'm going to put that on my desktop and save it. So now what we want to do is we just go back to our iMovie and we grab the edited thing and we just drag it right in here. You can attach it. Now you can completely get rid of the previous sound by detaching audio and deleting it, or you can just mute it by taking it down to 0. Or over here in the sound, you can, take it down to 0 here. Now that I've attached it,
What? You ain't go. You know what? Cool.
All right, great. So that's all we need, and then we export the whole thing back to audio and video, and we're all set to go. So that's how you use Audacity for getting rid of your background noise.